pick up.
Yeah, also got to look for your matchup into Diana, right? I think Diana is actually, as mentioned, in a pretty solid spot right now. Can kind of go the Bruisery build that we've seen a lot, where you go Leandries, Riftmaker, and you can even go Unending Despair. As
Viego, this feels like a risk.
Viego also got nerfed on this patch. His AD actually took a big hit. I want to highlight though, if there is a Viego, this is a Viego draft, right? Like
I mean, it was always Yasuo. It was always Yasuo. We knew that.
Yeah. The funniest part is that if the Aatrox wasn't there, I'm like, they can even have Zeus play Yasuo, but it's gonna be sad.
I mean, they could also they could still swap if they felt like it, but I just
okay, it's not Showmaker, okay? We're not seeing Aatrox mid. Let's
yeah, but it's not Chovy. I mean, Chovy did like to play a bit of Aatrox.
Oh yeah.
He also played at top when he was just a top laner first.
The Viego, I do think is very, very reliant, but I think if you look at the enemy team, you're relying on winning early game anyway. Like, I think fighting late game team fights against this composition seems like a bit of a nightmare. So indexing heavily onto getting early kills, getting the resets.
Obviously very aware of it as well. Let's dive onto the Rift and see whether it works here in the LCK Cup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, ready to witness the Peanut Zeka Diana Yasuo combination for the first time. Bit of fun. It's a nice debut that we get here in game number 4. HLE, if they manage to win here, they will be staying in the LCK Cup, and T1 will be knocked out. And we will see them again in the LCK when it starts up.
We have the wards being put down here, and yeah, I mean, HANWHA Live won the lane swap, right? Like, that's kind of the takeaway here. Interestingly enough, they might end up just not having Zeus in the lane at all, and instead just have him do the same thing where he lanes mid with Zeka for a little bit, and then once the threat of a certain dive, it's funnily enough, like with Karma Kate, it's not even going to be the Elise situation where you're like, oh, I'm level 1 in full health, and no, you'll get poked down, and you won't get able to ever even dream about seeing a wave. As Doran should also know that this is happening and is respecting as such, so good for him.
He's very low.
Quite low, so I'm not sure about the dive here. Counter-Strike's available. Oh!
That's a really nice Cocoon. A late Counter-Strike, and they're just able to wait it out. The last tick of Ignite, not quite enough there, but Viper just going to get delivered a kill. Fleet footwork makes him real speedy as the turret gets real mad. Man, they are so dangerous, but he's able to take a couple at full health, and he'll be backing away. So that is first blood going over to HLE, a decent start. Done. Harry not quite finding the damage there with the Mantrid Q. Faking out, trying to stand his ground against Zeka, who is...
Oh, the light's here, he has flash.
Yeah. Peanut's turning up as well. It's a little bit early for the Yasuo-Diana combo. Still, they are going to be trying to push Faker out of this lane, and so far Zeka has actually done a great job as far as farming things out.
Oh, this might be an opportunity here for T1. That's Viper just alone underneath the turret. And the light is on his way, but...
He's going to be on full vision as well as he does move up here. He's waiting for someone to turn up.
Yeah, he has flash.
Oh, let's going to go for it. Cocoon's going to land, and it does! That is 3 in a row for Delight, and another kill for HLE. And Viper has been able to deal with these minion waves up until now. Let's see whether T1 can actually answer back, as now Viper, let's see what you can get done here. He's got Exhaust as they're trying to tank this up. The force bomb value is gigantic. So far he's not there. Flashes out of the Peacemaker. But they're now trying to wait for this to reset. Owner's underneath the turret. And will he go down the answers? No. Enough movement speed to get himself out of there.
I don't think they go for that if they don't know where the light is. So the light showing on mid, I think, is actually what caused that. As
all right, Delight now in trouble here as there's the last breath. Taking matters into his own hands, just takes down the jungler. No resets now for T1 as HLE is kind of split here as they do focus on the grubs. Viper, yep, don't move up there, and he doesn't. And that is going to be all of the grubs secured here by HLE. They grab themselves the portion of a feat of strength as Cocoons are connecting all over the shop. Delight, man.
They get a double on this bot lane.
Yeah, Smash in a lot of trouble. Moonfall up and available here for Peanut, but is going to let them live for now.
Zone him off of the full wave, though. Faker can't TP. Owner's on his way, but this
a lot of plates as well. Zeka. Yeah, wind wall going to be blocking a little bit here. Ona trying to move on up, but the 4-man unit of HLE is standing strong.
They really want to get towards
cheeky
this
knocker. Doesn't press the button as there's the moonfall. There's the combo. Carrier taken down first here, but you can see they're focusing on Zeka. They'll be able to take him down. Smash. Free hitting as Viper just Valkyries his way out. Oh no. Not quite able to catch up, and now Faker gets over the wall, finds the charm onto Viper. The Heartbreaker is exactly that for HLE as Viper goes down. And it is a 2-for-1 trade. Teleport immediately as Doran is going back towards this bottom lane.
And I think that is always, when you look at comps like that, it's always going to create Viper.
Yeah, Viper in a real rough spot here as he's looking to try and get out. Does flash, but Ona is going to follow him immediately. Cocoon going to miss. And that means the Viper is just destroyed. It's going to be Grubs taken here by HLE, but Viper, unfortunately, sort of chain dying in this mid game. And Smash reaping the rewards, taking down these plates on the bottom side. Zeka trying to clear up what he can, and will be able to do so, as he is, of course, the Yasuo. Dances around the wave quite nicely. But still a good sign for T1. If they can make Viper as irrelevant as possible, certainly going to help out. As I actually mistook Barrier for Exhaust earlier on, but the icon is just so similar now in my brain. I've struggled to cope.
I think it's the color.
Yeah.
I get it.
There's a slight adjustment. Anyway, wasn't able to utilize that. And the Blade of the Ruin King is now done, of course. Not quite as much of a power spike as with his brother, but now Zeka going to be trying to dash around this one, and Peanut comes in. There's the last breath, and Doran getting taken down low. They were trying to kill him under the turret, though, and that was a mistake. Knockup will connect. It's a 1-for-1, but HLE, I don't think they're happy about that one.
HANWHA, you should know! Never underestimate Doran!
Exactly! He built him!
You see that Aurelia game? Do not think that this man is tilted! That's just Doran!
Oh, man.
They could have... The light was on its way. That's actually... That's the thing that kind of got me, is if they wait...
Yeah.
Keep talking. It's just whoever gets any CC will blow up whichever target is CC'd, and then kind of go from there. But it also means that having prio, having the ability to be at an objective first is a really big deal. As we now see, T1 actually still trying to contest this. That's interesting. I think it's definitely gone. Maybe an exit kill?
Well, I mean, that is a very dead delight. So there's the way of the barrel coming on through there. Zeka trying to take down Doran once again, but he knows that that's a difficult task. Owner on the flank angle, and now Peanut's in so much trouble and will just be deceptively orbed to the face. That'll take down the Diana. Now they should be able to collect this Rift Herald. Oh man, I can hear these silver scrapes. They are echoing in the back of my mind, Chronicler.
Oh, an elimination series going all the way.
Oh my.
You did the stake setting at the top of the Atlas, and it looks like...
And it was depressing from the outset, right? We had to say goodbye to one of these teams. And it's even more depressing now because they're playing so well, or so weird and wonderful.
It makes it better. But it is looking... Oh, ZEUS. Oh, they don't know. They don't know.
Wait, yeah, Delight moving over as here is the flank angle for the Aatrox. The last breath not actually going to come on through as now ZEUS is just flipping around the fight. The World Ender might just be the end of the world here for T1 as Zeka avoids the charm by ulting Carrier and taking him out. And HLE, after a horrible fight topside, head to the bottom lane and completely redo it.
And we criticized HANWHA Life for not knowing how to play around Doran, and now it's the same for T1. We've seen ZEUS make these flanks before.
We all agree. Certainly looks nice. Is now not such a great angle. However, able to get himself out of there. Owner stunned up. He would be a perfect first target as Foss Bomb. Not quite enough. Peanut finds the E from out of nowhere. Carrier trying to take the Diana for a walk, and that is going to cause Peanut to disengage. As Cocoon is going to land from max range. The Repel gets Delight up into the air and out of harm's way. Feels like there's Delight.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, God. And he finds him again. The pesky spider is just going to be bonked. That's a lamppost.
Yeah.
Still.
We'll see whether the lack of flash is going to be a problem for Doran. They definitely cannot do this. They're just trying to elicit a response. Maybe get a TP from Doran, but he does not have his available. Top lane turret also looking mighty fine here. And will get taken down. I don't think T1 care too much about that. And the gold blade basically even at less 21 minutes in this game again.
I'll be close, though. That ward actually just out of the control ward vision. They can see that Peanut is fighting this, though. T1 with full information.
They need to retake control. Doran still doesn't have his TP available as the Herald is dropped.
All right. This is an interesting response. We'll see whether HLE actually react to it, as Smash has put up a bit of a wall around these little Otacon walls.
I think Otacon's gone.
Yeah, but they don't really care about that position. Ona trying to get in. He's almost in range. Steals it! And now T1 should be able to massacre the fight once again! Ona just rips it away from HLE! Oh, these smites have not really been going Peanut's way throughout this matchup in general, but Ona just keeps on doing it! That's Silver Scrapes right there. That was the moment. That's where we started hearing it. Oh, get your recorders out, everyone.
Woohoo! Game number 5 looking a lot better.
1,000 gold lead. There was like nothing in it between both of these teams for this whole game, as Faker is going to be coming over, finds a charm, connects it onto Peanut, but now can they find the wombo combo? That's the question. Already, they're trying to send them home, and a couple of them will be leaving, but that's not a real kill. And HLE are the ones that are falling by the wayside. Faker now trying to utilize this buff to grab a little bit more, as Doran, I think he can possibly just clean up both of these if they stick around, and they're not going to. Viper sort of not going to be really dealt with here on the top side, but still, I think T1 happy with how this one's going, as the back is likely to come through. Peacemaker not quite in time. And so, still not really going to be getting too much more. This is a third dragon that's only going to spell 2 for T1.
Very hard to get.
Oh dear. Viper is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Does try to do a little bit of the Valkyrie. Didn't waste the flash. That is definitely a good idea. Faker and Doran looking great here, as the Lich Bane now completed.
Hasn't really done anything. Well, he had the flank. That was really good. That was it, unfortunately, as oh, this is a trap waiting to be sprung.
Yep, some looming Fakers. They change position. Somehow it's kind of working, though, as there's the knockup. Faker is going to be sent home. Still has the Otacon buff, and they take down the Diana. As there goes Zeker as well. Zeus trying to make his way out as Viper, ace in the hole, tries to take the blast cone. The counter-strike not quite in range, as Doran just wants another leap strike, and there it goes, empowers him. And Delight is not long for the world, ladies and gentlemen. Does use the repel to create a little bit of distance. It's a nice cocoon, but it's only a matter of time. Just or the itsy-bitsy spider falls down the water spout.
Yeah, Faker with that stopwatch. Combat? Yeah, it could be. Okay, Carrier.
I don't know if Carrier really wins these.
No, I actually think this is good. Like, you can just delay the kill as long as possible. Like, you don't actually need to kill him.
Well, he is just going to flash into a cocoon and probably win. Never mind. That is a great snare.
Just leave!
Yeah, it just kills him.
All right, not even close.
Yep, well, the Baron also goes down. That is sort of the main part of this story, ladies and gentlemen. This also, level of cooking that HLE have done. They're the ones that were led into the kitchen this time, and it also didn't work out for them. So as far as this episode of MasterChef is concerned, I feel like the judges have been quite upset with how the food has been prepared
it's been
on both sides.
Yeah, it's been a consistent red side.
Yeah.
You know, where we're like, what if we pick this? What if we went for this crazy plan?
Well, let's just see how it does go. His interruption on the leap strike there was quite nice from Zeus, but now he finds himself on the wrong side of this one. Can he get the health back? He sort of can, actually, as he gets back over the wall. There's a 5-man ulti from Peanut. Is it going to be enough to win them the fight, though? His owner, he's able to start these resets, but the rest of them are on the floor. HLE, they found the one window to get them back into the game. Smash trying to be the hero, but it's not enough, and Zeus cuts him down.
Can they end?
Where he stands, that's an ace, and maybe they can.
Oh no! Look!
No, I don't think so.
Look at the way. Okay, so I'm like, there are still.
There's a million turrets.
There's too many turrets.
Look at Zeker's face. He's like, that was really cool, guys. We have to do that maybe twice more.
Yeah. For either, getting the shield would be a big deal.
Delight is just going to face check. Can he repel in time? The answer is yes. Wants to avoid the damage, but what goes up must come down. And now Ona gets to be an Elise. Oh dear.
Look at that.
I feel like the water while it's raining.
Oh, that is cool.
It's actually super awesome. As Faker, he's going to find Delight once again. Smash puts a bullet in the spider. And he's almost at barrel levels. Of course, that was a 9 on the death counter. But HLE, they're going to have to answer this. Because Baron Could really spell the end. There's another one. Viper just walks into him. He is able to block the last bullet as Zeka does throw down the ultimate here. Peanut looking for Doran. Viper trying to kite him as best he can, but oh man, that lamppost is so dangerous. Owner and Zeus are fighting towards the top side, but HLE are just falling apart. And Owner now just slinks into the mist and looks to try and take down his former teammate, and he doesn't. Zeus puts him in his place, but I don't think that one really matters. Faker now looking for his shot as Zeka fighting against Doran, and Doran says, no, buddy. It's only when we're teammates that you'll be able to get the best of me. As Smash and Carrier moving towards the top side just to get the work done and send us towards game number 5. Delight will respawn and a little sheepishly throw out a volatile Spiderling. And T1, they're wanting a little bit more as a flash over the charm this time around. A flash for Delight as well, but that doesn't quite work out there as he wants some more supportive combat. Carrier says no. He says that he just wants a game 5, and T1 will push us to those silver scrapes, keep themselves alive here in the LCK Cup playoff.